So glad I recorded it. I wish I could play it on live. Let's put Caitlin in the background since she wants my attention so bad. Oh my god. They said I can put the case online. I went and talked to the cop that fucking lied to me. I can't believe I didn't record her face. I'm gonna put this all over TikTok. It's time for her to get exposed. Oh, you want to see what it's like to have a viral video made about you? Okay. So, I wish I had a picture of the officer, but if you didn't know, the woman behind me called the police and said that I was gonna take myself off the planet if I didn't talk to her. And basically this is somebody who was a friend of mine, kind of. I only know her from the internet. We've never met in real life. She called the police, told them that I'm gonna take my own life, and that I'm threatening her and her child, and a bunch of lies. Here, let me just read the report to you since it's legal. But I went to the fucking cops with my mom, and I recorded it. And I told the officer, I was like, hey, and I stayed as calm as I could. And I was like, so I got the report, which she didn't expect. I got the police report, and she was like, oh. And I was like, so why did you lie to me? And I was like, why did you give me no chance to defend myself? And she was like, I didn't. You refused to give me evidence. Do you know how scary it is when the fucking cops, I know that they're corrupt, okay? I know that. You can't trust cops. It's on body cam footage. Why is she lying? Here, let me just show you the report. Hold on. Where did the... Hi, bud. That's my cat. Where is it? It's probably in the kitchen. I need to make some copies of this. Okay. The cop, she told me, she realized that I knew she was lying, and I was like, it's really, really serious. And I was like, the sheriff told me that I should start a lawsuit against you. There's going to be an internal investigation. I was like, you just straight up lied to me and entrapped a citizen. And I was like, you told me that I couldn't defend myself and slapped me with a fucking criminal charge. And I was like, I take that really seriously. And I've almost had to go to the hospital. I took 3 days off of work to get all this evidence together. And then I get the police report. And she put the fucking burner account in the police report that she told me it would be too impossible to prove. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you guys what happened. Hold on, where is the police report? I'm losing my mind. Where is it? I need to make 60 copies. Yeah, she goes, you refused to give me evidence. Even my mom, and she goes, I'm not gonna get attacked. I'm going to get my supervisor. And my mom followed her out of the room and was like, what are you doing? Where is the police report? I'm seriously about to cry. I'm sorry, I have so many. Oh, here it is. And I showed her all of the false reports. And I said, is this your problem with me? Is that you see that there's 40 reports about me? I don't even know I've never met anybody who's made a report about me to the police department. There's a stack of false reports about me. Back the blue. Okay, Lynn. Do I know you? I'm talking about how the cops just lied to me. Back the blue. Yeah, okay. Maybe they should do their goddamn jobs. Wow. Thanks, Lynn. So glad you're here. Okay, how do people have time to do things like this? Exactly. So, let me just read this to you, okay? If you don't know, this woman behind me, her name is Caitlin McWilliams. She was a friend of mine. She basically ran a fan group about me. We do our jobs. No, you don't. I just got lied to by a police officer and I have it on video. How about you just act like a mature goddamn adult and admit that some officers are terrible people and some are great? Hello? How about that, Lynn? Instead of acting like every officer is a good person, how about you don't invalidate me? You make the cops look really bad, and I doubt you're a cop. Get a fucking grip. Do you think it's okay for a police officer to lie straight to a fucking citizen? No, it's not. Agreed, okay. Yeah, there's some amazing cops and there's some terrible cops. Hallie Shimko is a terrible cop. Hallie Shimko is a terrible cop. This is Caitlin McWilliams, okay? She lives in Michigan, and she found me on TikTok when I was super vulnerable and I was going through a lot, and she reached out and she wanted to help me with this situation, with a crazy situation I was going through. And then We were friends for a while, friends. I mean, parasocial. We've never met in real life. She's the, like, literally one of the only people from the internet that I've ever given my phone number. She's, I don't know if I can say where in Michigan, so I'm just not going to right now, but, I'm sure I can, but whatever. But, so, she, which Michigan actually has very serious cybercrime laws for adults, and that's not going to go very well for her. But she, yeah, so we were, like, friends for, like, 18 months, or I don't even know how long, over a year. And I realized that she was really creepy, and I tried to get away from her. And so then in November, she decided that she wanted to ruin my life. And ever since then, I told her that she was creepy. Yeah, I back in November, I told a whole group of people that were my supporters that I thought that they were pretty creepy, and they were, and that I had ghosted all of them. And I finally said it on my stories, and there was a few things that went down. And Hags, she goes by Hags, but Caitlin decided that wasn't okay. And she's like, you're making me look bad. To who, bitch? This is my life. She literally thought that my platform was hers or something. I don't know. She's a 40-something-year-old stay-at-home mom who sits on Discord and Reddit and all these other little apps all day long. She has a group of, like, I don't know, 10 or 15 people, and they go around and, like, harass people. They caused so many problems for me, then acted like they wanted to help me. She's been meddling in the drama that's going on for so long, and I couldn't see it. She approaches me, says, hey, I want to help you. I know you're in this lawsuit. I have some information for you. And, yeah. And then she slowly gained my trust. And then back in November, I was like, seriously, like, this is done. And we had our final falling out. I had already tried to ghost her for a long time. And since November, she has taken every personal story I ever told her. Like, if you see texts that I sent, if a video pops up on your For You page and it's me texting her, or it's a voicemail, yeah, that's me, bitch. That's all she has is my reaction. So she did creepy stuff for years to me. And then all of a sudden I realized, like, oh my God, this lady is causing drama. She's such a creep. She's hurting me so much. She's causing me so much stress. And so I ghosted her. And then stuff happened in November, and I said, you guys are so creepy, just leave me alone. She literally she wouldn't let me get away from her. So then I post that this whole little group is kind of creepy. Like, leave me alone. Like, this is my platform. I don't need this little group of weirdos. And she loses her mind, takes every personal story I told her, stuff about my sister, different serious autism meltdowns, medical information, police information, like anything that she knew, she went and not only put it online and made accounts to harass me and stalk me and impersonate me, but she went to my original hate group. It's like if one of your best friends, you told them you don't want to be friends anymore and that they were creeping you out, and they go to a guy that graped you and they're like, hey, let's hang out. I know a bunch of stuff. That's what she did. She went to the people who literally she had been fighting for 2 years. She went to my original hate group that bought my name and was like, I got a bunch of dirt on Allie. You have to be the most, and now she hangs out with people every single day that she hurt so bad, like Jubilee Briscoe. And it's a bunch of weirdo, not a bunch, it's like 6 or 7 literal, very sick women. 2 of them are diagnosed with serious psychosis disorders. 1 of them ended up in a psych ward. They all have kids, and they're all stay at home. Some of them are on disability, some of them have husbands, but all of these women don't have jobs, except for Krissa. I can't believe Krissa has a job, and she does this kind of shit online. Yeah. So I had already been through so much harassment, and she just decided to start a second round of it with a bunch of personal information. And instead of actually putting out the stories about me that are real or whatever, I'm not embarrassed. Like, I will always, like, admit to what I did. But, like, yeah, there's personal things I didn't want out online, and she decided to go put them everywhere. I asked her if we could do it personally, like, privately. I was like, can we just not do this? Like, you've already watched me go through hell. And she thinks it's hilarious. She makes burner account after burner account after burner account to come and harass me. They made so many accounts to impersonate me. They go to every time I post, they have a 3-hour live stream about it. How pathetic can you fucking be, Caitlin? Every time I breathe, they take my reposts and call the police about it. No, I'm not kidding. They report my repost to the police. Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. I already did go offline. Yeah, I've taken tremendous amounts of time offline. I don't make money on here, but I come back periodically, and Michaela Raines just died. And it doesn't matter how much I ignore them, how much I take time offline. Every time I breathe, they're here. And yeah, they've been trying to get me charged with crimes for 2 years. And Caitlin literally called the other day. This is somebody who was my friend. And Oh yeah, I just got 40 false police reports. And the cops are letting them do this. Yes, 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 time to expose the cops. I have been in the scariest situation for so long. But so basically, she has been harassing me since November. I've asked her to stop. I didn't even post about what happened between us. I mentioned some stuff on stories, but I wasn't trying to get in more drama. And nobody cares what these losers say. I mean, it's psychologically damaging to me, but these people don't know how to go viral. She can't even tell a story because she's lying. Not only is she putting out weird stuff about me, she's twisting it into complete lies. And then all she has to expose me is me freaking out on her. Girl, you put all my, like, you tried to screw me over harder than anybody, yeah. Did I send you some crazy-ass messages? Absolutely, babe. Yeah, double it. I should have been crazier. Girl, why are you always, your name is Topanga Chew, and you're talking to me about internet drama? No, actually answer that. Your name is Topanga Chew, and you're fucking talking to me? And I'm not always in drama. It's called an ongoing situation. Tell me one person that I've been in new drama with in 2 years. Tell me. Come on, Topanga. And why the fuck are you here? I should have been way crazier. If you see some voice notes where I'm freaking out on somebody, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. She's like, look at Allie. She's so crazy. She's so crazy. Oh, maybe it's because you came and punched me in the goddamn face. That's what narcissists do. That's what abusive people do. They punch you in the face, then they record your reaction to it, and then they're like, I'm gonna go put that online. You're crazy. You're crazy. I don't care. Do you think I'm crazy? Good. Good. That's the funny thing. She's like, I'm so scared of Allie. I'm so scared. Then why the fuck are you on my TikTok with a picture of my face on a burner account? How dumb do you have to be to call the cops and be like, this lady's harassing me, but I'm currently on a burner account on her TikTok with her face? Yeah, I am her supply, but I know that but I just made her go viral for the first time in this whole situation, and I know that she's not happy about it. Oh, did you want some views, Caitlin? Okay. You will always back the blue. Thanks, Linda. Yeah, when the police do a good job, that's great. When they're harming their own citizen, not so good, right? Anyways, I don't know this lady. The police shouldn't even be taking phone calls from people out of state and out of the country. That's the whole point, and it's so scary. And she calls, so this is from just the other day, because I came back to the internet because Michaela Raines died. That's great, Linda. Maybe when you're the one who's having your identity stolen and the police won't help you, then come fucking talk to me. All right? Thanks so much. So, are those receipts? Yes. This is the whole report. Yeah, this is Caitlin thinks she's an MUA. I don't know if you can see the snake up top. I need to get a different picture of her. I just think that picture is so she's a makeup artist. An artiste, if you will. This is the account that she harassed me on. That's my face. So she'll just, oh, hey, Jen. Oops. Hey, guys. Who's me? Boring live. Okay. Okay. So she comes in on burner accounts like this. Yeah. Okay. Here's another picture of her. Dang it, all these pictures don't show her, like, I need to crop these better for TikTok Live. Okay. What's the best one? Should we go back to snake face? Okay. So this is Caitlin McWilliams. She was a friend of mine. She's now running this horrific smear campaign about me and has been for 8 months. And I've tried to ignore it, right? I tried to, I'm 37, she's 40 something. Okay. And, yeah, now she's trying to get me arrested, and that didn't work. So she called the police. Let's see what it says. Caitlin reported to the cop that she was being harassed by Allison, a former friend who was threatening to off herself if Caitlin didn't speak to her. Girl, call the police. That's the problem. That's the problem. The police are corrupt. Yeah. And they have buried me in false reports, and now the police are irritated with me. Like, Caitlin references 3 false reports in this thing, and the cop used, like, this is so scary. I didn't know that there are just a stack of false reports. Yeah. So she messaged me. So she comes to I started talking about Michaela Raines. It made her mad because I said she's the kind of person that pushes online creators to their death. She puts me under surveillance. They live stream every single live stream I do. And then they go sit there and try to hurt me, my sister, anybody that comes near me. They message anybody. If you guys get messages from these people, please email me or DM me. Okay? They literally will message, like, this is literal gang stalking. It's so intense, and it's been going on for so long, and she turned around and made it so much worse. And it's psychotic. And why does she have to lie? Like, you're such a liar. So anyway, she calls the cops, says that so she comes to my page on a burner account with my face, that burner that I just showed you. Okay? Yeah, if you want to see the police, it's in my last post. It is against the law to make false reports, and it even says that in this report. Yeah. Yep. So she comes to my account because I'm talking about Michaela Raines and how hate groups kill people. And she comes in on a burner account with my face, starts leaving comments like she does all the time. So usually I block these accounts, but instead I was like, I'm going to figure out who this is. So I message the burner account and we talk for days. And she's like, you're so stupid. Do you need a welfare check? I'm going to call Adult Protective Services on you. And da 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 da. With my face. She posts an AI image video of me getting taken by the cops. And says, who's gonna get arrested? Yeah. Oh, post it on a burner account with my face. She already makes so many burners. Every time I block one, she comes back with only shit that she knows, too. She'll make a burner account with my face and then write things in the description that only the two of us know. This bitch has my phone number. This is so weird. This is so psychotic. So we're messaging back and forth on this burner account for days. She posts AI videos of me getting taken by the cops. She's like, you're gonna get arrested. I was like, honestly, what is your problem? I didn't know. I was like, I know this is Caitlin or Lonnie. And she's like, ha ha ha, you don't know who it is. And I was like, at some point you're gonna get charged for all these burner accounts. And she was like, yeah right. She's like, do you need a wellness check? She's like, good thing I know you're just abusive and manipulative. She's saying all of this on a burner account, right? Then she keeps saying, it's not her, it's not, whatever. I said, is this Lonnie? Whatever. So then I finally catch it that it's Caitlin. She never admits to it, but all of a sudden I'm like, oh, she said a few things and I was like, oh my God, this is Caitlin. So she stops denying it. And I said, you have incited insane harassment on me. I have asked you to leave me alone for years. You're harassing me with AI videos of the police taking me. I have autism. Why don't we just go live and talk it out and you move on with your life? And she was like, you're too scared to unblock me. And I was like, in what universe, Caitlin? And she stopped denying that it was her. I sent her a message. I said, I'm going to contact the police in your town. This is after 8 months of harassment, and the cops won't help me. They say that they have no jurisdiction in Michigan, okay? But they will take calls from other states and other countries. That's so scary. And now the sheriff is going to help me. And he said, this is a lawsuit. He was like, they should have been prosecuting these people 2 years ago. Yeah, exactly. And they ran such a crazy smear campaign on me, Samara and her attorney, the first time. You should see the false reports. No wonder the police don't like me. It's insane. So, yes, this has been going on for 2 years. Yeah. I have almost taken myself off the planet. I've left the internet. I'm working silly little jobs so that I don't have to try to make money online. I have walked away from my dream because this is so bad until I can figure out what to do. And the cops should have been prosecuting this whole time. You cannot, if you try to bury another human in lies, there's no reason for cops to be involved with 30 and 40-year-old online drama. It's so gross. 2 years ago, the original hate group, they got together and they purchased my full legal name. They went to the USPTO, bought 4 or 5 trademarks, got me kicked off of TikTok. Yeah. And the cops were like, well, we don't have jurisdiction in Michigan or Canada, and they wouldn't help me. Yeah. And do you know how much a lawsuit is? When I talked to the sheriff the other day, he said, that's felony identity theft. I said, I know. I've been screaming that at the cops. Yeah. And yeah, there's certain things the police can and can't do, but they can prosecute for felony identity theft. Yeah, but the problem is Samara and her attorney made months of reports about me before I even knew what was going on. The Erie police, I've had to dig myself out of this. Remember, she said that I was a fake therapist. The FBI investigated me. She said that I was prescribing medication. The entire Colorado State Regulatory Board. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and they told me that the FBI wouldn't listen to me, but that's changed now, too. But 2 years ago when this all happened, oh, yeah, I was going to call the FBI. Guess who told me not to call the FBI? The police! Yes! They also told me that no restraining orders would work. Because unless these people come to Colorado to try to hurt me, so why would I go spend all this? They have literally made me feel like I have no rights, but they will take calls. Oh, my God. If you call other states, they say, ma'am, I don't know, do you know this person? They say, you can't make a report about somebody from another state or another country if you don't know them. Go to your local police. If I go to my local police, they say, oh, well, we can't prosecute them because they're not in Colorado. But they will let my stalkers call in and make reports from any state or country. And I've been terrified to talk about it online, but I don't give a fuck anymore. This is criminal. So Hags called in, and now there's going to be the sheriff said there's going to be what is it called, an internal investigation, but he said we have to do much more than that. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, hi Tasha, how are you? I have been impersonated in so many ways, not only to the USPTO, they confessed crimes as me, they made so many, they took my full legal name and made full websites, domain names, Instagrams. Samara tried to wipe me off the internet, and she did it with an attorney. It was so scary. They told me that they were going to wipe me off. They said that I couldn't post my own face because it belonged to them. And TikTok told me that too. And then I got my accounts back. You hoes. And all these women are like, you can't talk about it. Do you know how many do you know how many reports? Carrie Ann Brewer buys my full legal name, commits felony identity theft, and then she stays calling the cops in my town because I'm talking about it online. And they're taking the reports. Yeah. Carrie Ann literally called the cops like, this woman is talking about me online. What are you guys gonna do? After she bought my full legal name. She never mentions in any of these reports that she just bought my name and has pushed me to a breaking point and stole 4 years of my work while my TikTok accounts were down. Carrie Ann, AMW, all these people were calling in and making reports. Yes, and I didn't even know it. Okay, yeah, and saying that I was hurting them. They just, remember how proud they were that they like stole my entire identity? Like, this is actually crazy. Okay, so Caitlin went to the cops, and there's been like 4 or 5 people in the last week in this group who tried to get me arrested. Yeah, they all did it at once. Yes. And Caitlin told them, so get how gross this is. Caitlin reported that she was being harassed by Allison, a former friend. Okay, how dumb are the cops? Okay, let's call Scotland Yard. Okay. All right, Officer Shimko. Answer me this, bitch. If Caitlin, she says she's blocked me on everything, that she's so scared of me, that, I'm harassing her. Why are you on my account on a burner then? How do you even know what I'm goddamn posting, bitch? She's like, this woman won't stop harassing me. I blocked her everywhere. How do you know what she's posting? Let me just do the detective work for you. We can save a little time. You know, she's on a fucking burner account. Okay, mind you, I've been begging this bitch to leave me alone for 8 months and ignoring her. She put out so much crazy stuff. She comes and pokes me. I ignore it. I have tried so hard to ignore it. Okay? Oh, Lord, get the fuck out of my life. Caitlin reported that she was being... Here, I'm going to make a few people moderators. If you guys don't want to be a moderator, please don't feel pressure. Oh, okay, AK is a moderator already. Oh, Jayberg is too. Will you guys, like, block weird people? Okay, I'm sure you already are, but don't feel like you have to either. It's fine. If I don't... Oh, thank you so much. I also feel bad when people... See, she used to be a moderator for me, and she used to do, like, 18 hours of unpaid labor for me a freaking day, and then she got mad. I didn't ask her to do it. In fact, she did all this stuff I didn't want her to do. Hi, how are you? Oh, great, thank you. No, you're fine. I don't want the whole moderator thing makes me feel weird, especially because of her. But if you're here on the live, and I know you, and you are a moderator, thank you. Thank you. Hi, Jess, how are you? Thank you. I feel so weird about moderator stuff because, I don't go live that much anymore, but okay. So, Caitlin reported that she was being harassed by Allison, a former friend who was threatening to off herself if Caitlin did not speak with her. That's a lie. Okay, so we're already into a false report, okay? And they're using that to get the police to listen to them. You're using coercion. I just posted on TikTok like 2 days before I wasn't going to hurt myself because they were trying to bait me into that. Remember, I said very publicly, I'm not going to hurt myself. They're trying to get me 5150'd. Yep. So she lies to the cops because they have to listen. If you say that you think somebody's going to hurt themselves, even across state lines and country lines, even if I can't make reports, you can call and report that, right? So Thank you, Jess. Oh my gosh, that's the thing. When you feel like you have to explain yourself so much, it's bad enough just with the smear campaign, and now I have to go to the court and do it. Well, it's not going to get to court. This thing is going to get thrown out in like a week. I mean, literally, especially after I got these reports. I already met with an attorney who said that they didn't follow, like, the cops don't know the law. That's why you have to get an attorney, but that's terrifying because they can put you in a position where you have to get an attorney. But I've already been told that it doesn't even, like, this will get thrown out. I can't get charged with what she's trying to charge me with because it doesn't even follow the statute. But that doesn't mean that I'm not charged and I don't have to go, like, and they didn't even give me a chance to prove my side at all. My own police. Yeah. Okay. So she's lying to the police to get them to listen and saying I'm going to off myself. Why would you add the extra lie? That I was going to off myself if she didn't speak to me? Yeah, she's in Michigan. I'm in Colorado. Police officers shouldn't be taking reports about people you don't know. First of all, that's what other states do. They're like, Allie, do you know this person? And I'm like, well, just from the internet. That's how I mean, you shouldn't be able to just make false reports. You shouldn't just be able to call about someone you don't even know. They're taking third fucking party calls. Krissa just called in for Jubilee, said I was harassing her, and then they called Jubilee in Canada. I'm sorry. What? Oh, you guys won't help me prosecute felony impersonation, but you'll call Canada and talk to Jubilee. Oh my, yes, Jubilee. Yes, she's called the police and said I'm harassing her. Can you believe that? If you guys know who Jubilee is, this bit, she's one of the, yeah, they're taking third-party phone calls. 2 people have called in for Jubilee. Grown-ass adults are calling in for each other that have never met each other or met me. There are people in these police reports, I've never even seen their name. And they're calling in via Carrie Ann Brewer. The fuck? Jubilee ended up in a psych ward and got diagnosed with a delusional disorder because she's so obsessed with me. And the Erie police are like, what did Allie do to you? What did Allie do? I didn't even know this was happening because I don't call the police. I don't even tell them the harassment I'm going through anymore because they say they have no jurisdiction. So I've been going through above the police and that takes years. But guess what? Now that Miss Hagziana has forced this whole thing, the tables are about to turn. The sheriff is gonna help me. Yeah, my parents are about to go buck fucking wild. So it's not just me because these people have also gone up against my fucking parents and they are such good people. And you guys have done such weirdo shit to them. So guess what? We're about to prosecute. Anyways, you guys, yeah, I don't even fucking care anymore. I don't have to hide. I know what I can and cannot say, but yeah, the turns are about to be fucking tabled. Now that we really know what's been going on with the Erie police, that's why the commander, my parents met with the commander the other day. She printed out every single report and gave it to us. And she said, you need to go above us at this point. Even the commander, that's not the sheriff from a different department. When the sheriff found out from a different department what's going on, he's the sheriff of the whole thing. Yeah. Now everything's turning because Caitlyn pushed it too far, and now they've been doing all this stuff behind the scenes, and I didn't know. Yeah. Yep. And there's some good cops at the Erie Police Department, and there's some horrible ones. Yep. So, and I'm done. I'm done feeling afraid. I'm done being quiet about it. I'm done. This stuff kills people. You bury somebody with the cops, you false report them to the point that they lose their mind. No. Michaela Raines just died. I'm not like, this is BS. And I shouldn't be scared to live in my own fucking town. The cops work for me. I pay their tax dollars. That's what the sheriff told me the other day. He's like, how did they convince you that you don't have rights? Oh, exactly. Yes, I've had crazy stuff happen to my phone. I get signed up. I've had so much harassment by phone. I get signed up for emails constantly, corn websites, KINK websites. They try to sign me up for like madam services as myself offering services. Oh, they sign me up for psych wards. They do intakes at psych wards for me. I have been, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I've never done anything like that to any of those people. So let's get through the police report. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's the level of harassment and impersonation that I'm dealing with. Even she impersonated me and is now impersonating me in different, allegedly. We'll say everything's alleged because I know you are screen recording everything. Okay? So we'll just say it for the whole live. Everything's alleged, but I'm the only fucker telling the truth and we all fucking know it. And if you see some crazy text that I said, yes, I did. And I should have fucking been crazier. You guys tried to take my whole fucking life and now you're doing it again. Yeah, I should have been crazier. What if I was actually crazy? What if I was willing to do any of this shit back to you guys? What if I was willing to steal your whole fucking identity? What if I was actually just a crazy person? What if I just snapped? Right. What if I took out even 1/10 of this fucking anger? Right, you guys act like, oh, Allie's so crazy, Allie's so crazy. Well, I'm just sitting over here, token a J, trying to move on with my life. Yeah, do it. Oh, look, they're here. Do it. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I think you meant that in a good way. I can never tell people's tone. I was like, oh, yeah, you want me to get all crazy so you can... I'm just saying, like, these people are willing to commit such serious crimes. What if I was willing to do that back? Like, what if I came from stock that were violent? What if, like, my parents are such nice people. They don't even cuss. Like, I don't come from, like, you guys act like I come from some criminal family, but you keep pushing me because you know that I'm nice. You know that I'm not going to drive out to Michigan and do something crazy. When people steal your whole life, you know what other people do? You know what could happen to you? Right. And nothing like that has ever, like, I have been so gracious with these people. I'm not a psychopath. I just want this to end. What if you guys actually did this to somebody who was violent or something? What if you did this to people who have family members who don't, who take care of these things in different ways? Right. Yeah. You guys are going to poke the wrong person, and they're not going to care if they get in trouble or not. That's Carrie Ann's husband, ex-husband's brother told me that. He was like, she is going to do this to the wrong person and her whole family. I was like, exactly. Like, I'm a good person. That's why they keep pushing me. They just want me to die. They just want to push me till I hurt myself. And they know that I would never hurt them or their family. I would never do anything like that. They know that. That's why they keep fucking going. But what if I was actually crazy? You guys might want to think about that. You know? And yeah. Sorry. There's a hate group about me that's so out of control. And let's just say it publicly. I would never do it. And I've sent her messages. I was like, I would never do anything to hurt you or your family. Why are you acting so weird? Why? So, sorry. If you're new here, sorry, I'm at my wit's end. I have some out of control hate groups about me. This girl was my friend for a while online and now is running the craziest smear campaign about me and tried to get me arrested. It didn't work, but she got me a ticket. That's a criminal charge that's about to get thrown out. So we're going through the police report. Yes, because it's legal. And I'm going to take this stuff public because this kind of stuff, hi Nina, how are you, love? This kind of stuff literally makes people feel so alone. It makes you feel like Michaela, like you feel like no, like it makes you like the lies start piling on top of each other so intensely. And then if the cops are involved and they're being sketchy, yeah, that can drive people to absolute breaking points. So I'm coming to the internet. I'm just going to put it all out there. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff I'm not saying, but I'm going to put a lot of this out there that I haven't been saying, and I'm going to call out the cops. This is the only time I got them to answer questions to me last time. Hi, Kate Kelly, how are you? I put the commander on TikTok. It got like 20,000 views, and I said, this is so corrupt. And they're not helping me. And she came over and she actually answered questions. And she's the same one 2 years later who just printed out all these police reports for me and told me and my parents that we need to go above them. This is Caitlin McWilliams. She's the one who is trying to charge me with a crime right now. Exactly. This is what narcissists do. Ex-friends, ex-boyfriends. They can't just handle rejection or anything. Like, why couldn't we just handle this privately? She's like, I don't want drama. Allie's so dramatic. I asked you to not take this to the internet. I asked if our friendship could just be private. No, you're the one who wants drama. You live for it. And now she's willing to lie to the cops. Listen to how gross this is, okay? So she lies and says that she's being harassed. A former friend who was threatening to off herself if Caitlin didn't speak to her. That's a lie. She said Allison also threatened to harm Caitlin and her child, who was under the age of 18. Where did that happen? Nowhere. Neither of those things. Additionally, Allison posted pictures of Caitlin's child online without permission to an audience of hundreds of thousands. Well, you have been harassing me on burner accounts, and you guys post your own kids online, and I just put it on my story, some pictures of their families, because they go after my families all the time. Yeah, that's not illegal. That's not illegal, and if you're going to harass me and my family and my sister, and I post your family online, I didn't put any identifying information. I didn't even say whose family it was, did I? No, that was a secret message to you on that burner account to let you know that I knew it was you who was harassing me. I also posted, hold on, we'll see. Caitlin expressed fear for her safety and the safety of her child. Oh, you guys can post my family all over the internet. But if I put anything on my stories, that was on my stories. Oh, please. Caitlin mentioned that Allie has a history of similar behavior and previously harassed another person in Canada, Jubilee Briscoe. Sorry, my poor cat. Sorry, Sonny. Oh, do you know what this woman did to Jubilee Briscoe? Oh, yeah, okay. She said she had screenshots and video evidence of the threats of harassment. Caitlyn stated that the harassment had been ongoing since November. Yeah, you harassing me? But had escalated the last week. Yeah, because I posted a video about Michaela Raines and finally said that you have pushed me to that point. She never got exposed for what she did to me in November. I was trying to let it go. She's so mad. But it had escalated in the last week. Yep. She said, Caitlyn blocked Allison on multiple platforms, including 2 phones, an iPad, 2 TikTok accounts, Instagram, email, and LinkedIn. Why the fuck would you block me on LinkedIn? That's so weird. So you've blocked me everywhere except for on the burner accounts you're currently harassing me on? Have you checked to see if she's done this to anyone before? I don't know, but I know her ex-husband has been trying to prove that she's a liar in family court. So that's about to go down too. He has desperately been trying to get out from under her lies. And now I can prove that she is the worst liar. She told me that her husband is a great father and she wishes he wasn't. That he loves his kid a lot, but they're in family court constantly and she's always saying that. Yeah. Anyways. But a lot of these women have done this to stuff to people before. Yeah. Alleged. It's all alleged. Oops, I know Caitlyn's gonna flip out. But yes, that's what that's a whole other thing. But I remember she sent me this whole thing where he's trying to like prove that anyways. Yeah, I'm sure she has buried him in lies. I don't know what the truth is. I don't want to get involved in people's fucking personal business. But yeah, I'm just saying that's something that I know that nothing has been done about that. I'm just saying, you just asked if she's done that to people before. But like Samara Granovsky has done this to people before. A lot of these people have a history of doing this. Has your bully been in the live yet? Oh, I'm sure, yeah. Oh, they live stream it. They live streamed my live this morning. Yeah, they live stream it while I'm live streaming. Yes. And they all sit there and talk about how to hurt me and confess to everything. Yes. Allison continued to find, despite these efforts, Allison continued to find ways to contact her, including through a TikTok account that did not have Caitlyn's name, on it, and an Instagram account that somehow unblocked Allison due to an update. Again, oh, you blocked me everywhere, but you're watching my TikToks. And you're currently poking me on a burner account. Okay. So I informed Caitlyn that if she could show me proof that Allison made statements that I was going to hurt myself, I could attempt to locate Allison and conduct a welfare check. Caitlyn mentioned that Allison had a history of similar behavior. Wow. Caitlyn expressed that she wanted Allison to take down the picture of her child. It was up for 24 hours and stop contacting her. I don't contact you. Okay. We have both texted each other at random times since November. She'll like unblock me, text me something, and then go make a bunch of videos about me instead of handling this like adults. Caitlyn mentioned that Allison was publicly admitting to scouring her Facebook. Girl, I was looking at your fucking MUA pictures. I was getting all your makeup pics because it's hilarious. After you put out all the personal information in the world about me, you're like, she's scouring my Facebook. Yeah, bitch, to get these fucking hilarious pictures. God, you are such a waste of... That she acts exactly like Carrie Ann Brewer. Yeah, you can look at Facebook pages, right? I sent Caitlyn 2 links to upload the evidence and confirm that I had her information in the system. I informed her that I would review the evidence and determine the next steps based on the content. At 12:45 hours, I still had not received any uploads from Caitlyn because she can't prove that I said those things, right? I called her. Oh, the police called her back. Man, you guys are really doing overtime. So she doesn't provide the evidence. I called her and emphasized the urgency of obtaining the specific statements where Allison mentioned hurting herself if Caitlyn did not communicate with her. Caitlyn agreed to prioritize sending those statements and screenshots first. Caitlyn also informed me that Allison was posting what she believed to be Caitlyn's home address on her TikTok stories. Girl, I took a picture of the Lenawa County website and put it on my stories because I thought it was Caitlyn harassing me on the burner. And it worked. She said I posted a county website and she called the police and told them that was her home address. Like, you know damn well that's not your home address. How are you such a liar? And the cops are like, oh, okay. Oh, all right. Oh, yeah, is she involved with Samara and Carrie Ann? Yeah, now she is. Yeah. Oh, they're friends now. How fucked up is that? Okay. Yeah, she's 40. I think she's like 41. This is all she does all day. This is why I don't want to be her. This is why I didn't want to be her friend. I thought she just wanted to help me get through the situation with the legal stuff. No. No, 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 no. She is obsessed with Discord. She thinks she's like a little cult leader or something. I mean, that's all she does all day, is talk to other moms about about internet drama and try to police the internet all day long. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. So, she still had not received any proof, okay? Caitlin also informed me that Allison was posting what she believed to be Caitlin's home address. Now, why would I do that? You know damn well that I damn well know that posting somebody's address is illegal. Remember when Carrie Ann did it to me? Did the cops care about that? No. Oh, because they can't prosecute in a different state, but they can prosecute me. That is actual fucking nightmare fuel. But now it's all changing. Now it's all changing, and these people are going to pray that they didn't do all this stuff. Okay. Sorry, I have to plug in my phone. Okay. And then included those burners in the police report. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Caitlin was instructed to document any further communication. I suggested that Caitlin waits 24 hours after telling Allie to stop contacting her before blocking her, to see if there was any response. So she can just make burner accounts and come and harass. I can tell her to please leave me alone for the 1500th time. But and follow the steps outlined. Caitlin was advised to contact documenting any further harassment from Allison. In conclusion, Caitlin was advised to take further steps. Wow, so she just made more burner accounts? How interesting. Went on Jubilee's Live and admitted to all of this. After, on Jubilee's Live. I acknowledge that this report, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so she went from having no criminal charge. She said there's no crime. Allison's not going to hurt herself. And then she's like, but maybe let's try to charge her with harassment. So yeah, no cops, like, Yep. And then the next day, I came back from work for the weekend and saw Caitlin submitted some screenshots. I reviewed the screenshots. They were multiple screenshots where Allison contacted Caitlin after you told her to text me. And I said, what are you going to do? Tell the cops that you're on a burner account? I didn't think the cops would ever take this report. I mean, she's harassing me on a burner account with my own face. I reviewed the screenshots. There were multiple screenshots where Allison contacted Caitlin. Wow. And then she puts in some of my texts, and I said, and say what? You contact me. Maybe you should learn to shut your mouth. I'm contacting the family courts. I'm making every report I can. I said, what are you going to tell the cops, that you've been making AI images of me and stalking me for months? Like, I've begged you to leave me alone. That's what I said back to her. And the cop wasn't like, why is Allie asking you to beg her to leave her alone? Why didn't she just call and say, like, hey, you guys are grown adults, block her. Block her. Block her. I mean, that's what... Oh my God. I initiated a follow-up with Caitlin regarding this case. During the call, Caitlin confirmed that she had submitted most of the evidence through the provided link. She mentioned Allison continued to call and text Caitlin multiple times after being warned. No, I didn't. I requested Caitlin take a screen recording of the text messages and calls, including the phone number information, to verify the source of harassment. Caitlin agreed to provide these recordings. Caitlin reported that Allison had not attempted to contact her directly since the initial warning, but had been posting public videos. So you told the cop that I was calling and texting you, and then she asked you to upload the evidence, and you're like, oh, actually she hasn't contacted me, she's just posting about it. How would you see that if you've blocked me on everything? Additionally, Allison reached out to Caitlin's friends, sending similar messages. One friend, Chelsea Bates, yeah, Chelsea Bates is in this too. She spelled it Chelsea. Her name is Chelsea. Officer Kimbo, get it right. Oh, apparently I'm harassing Chelsea too. I asked Caitlin if Chelsea would be willing to discuss the incident, and Caitlin believes she would. Oh yeah, I provided Caitlin with my contact information to pass on to Chelsea. Man, you guys are just a tight little group over there, aren't ya? Like, mind you, I live here. Mind you, I'm the resident, okay? I confirmed that Allison had not contacted Caitlin again since the initial warning, and I advised her to keep the number blocked. Wow, I concluded the call by reiterating the importance of submitting the screen recordings and expressed hope that Allison would finally stop trying to contact Caitlin. Yeah. She later uploaded another screen recording where she clicked the phone number for Allison, the number that came up. Upon reviewing I saw more messages from Allison after Caitlin told her to stop contacting her. No, I didn't. Wow. Yeah, no, they're all, oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on, she splits the text into two and then says that I contacted her again, and the timestamps are right here. They're all at once. They're all at once. They're all at once. They're all at once. And she's splitting them into two and saying that I contacted her again. You can see that. Are you guys dumb as fucking rocks? It says right here that the timestamps show that this wasn't two different. Oh, Officer Simcoe, baby girl. Baby girl, we are going to court. Me and you.